Welcome to Venusian Soul Tarot. Today I'm back with a timeless speaker card reading, and it's going to be how is your energy felt or experienced. So I want you to cast your gaze over the cards and ask your higher self which card has a message for you. We have pile number 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. If you need to pause the video to meditate further, please do so. But for those of you who are ready, let's get started. Hi Group 1. Right off the bat, I feel for this group, your energy is felt very powerfully. Like there's a sense of you either being a leader or having a lot of power behind you. For some of you, this is spiritual power, but I feel like people may assume or feel like you either are a leader or you have the potential to be a great leader, teacher, guide, mentor. I also feel, and I just heard, your battles were hard won. So when people look in your eyes or around you, they may feel like this person has really lived. I do think this could even extend back to past lives where when people are around you, they may think like you're very much an old soul, that essentially you've had a lot of experience that has grown or developed you into this emperor, this powerhouse. I also feel like you have this energy where, number one, you can do anything. Like I'm hearing a force of nature and unstoppable. So there's a sense that you can do and create anything, especially as it pertains, I'm hearing, to your career, your dreams. Yeah, like you have the Emperor and the King of Wands. You also come off like people can feel fire in your energy field, like passion, motivation, sparks of inspiration or creativity. You're very motivating. But they keep referencing that you've seen things, you've lived through things. For some of you, you could have had quite a difficult or rough, for example, childhood or adolescence, or there was a period or chapter in your life that was very difficult, and that's what's helped grow you into this powerhouse. But I feel like it's like your story, you have a really beautiful, I don't want to say ending because life is always in progress, but that's what I'm getting. Like it ends beautifully. Like it may have started with rough conditions or difficulties, but where you end up is so incredibly beautiful. But it's through your own merit. It's through your own effort. Now, again, like, I don't know how people would pick up this just off your energy. Like maybe this could also be how people, that are around you or know you also sense and perceive your energy, because I am getting messages related to your life story. But I do think there's a strength or intensity in the eyes that let people know that you've really lived, that you've seen things in this lifetime, in other lifetimes. People could feel like you're an old soul energetically. Also, I'm hearing that song, I get knocked down, but I get up again. No one's ever going to keep me down. That's what I'm getting to with the Emperor and the Fool. It's like, no matter, you could go through the greatest hardships and it's like, it doesn't shake your faith. It doesn't shake your strength of character, what you can do. It's like, eternal optimist type energy. You can see the potential in anything, and it's a very strong, and it's like, it's almost like it motivates others to believe who ordinarily may kind of give up. I also am getting like truth teller energy with that Emperor, where your energy, people trust you. Again, you would make a great like leader, teacher, parent, mentor, even like CEO, or you may be a great entrepreneur where you can kind of motivate. I'm saying like a public or motivational speaker, a coach, a guide, someone that just shows the way. I feel like when people feel like shook or lost or even hopeless, I just heard, they would come to you. But this card in this deck represents like internal healing, like having to heal from a wound, and you were drawn to the Rhodochrosite, which for me is emotional and personal healing. So it does make me feel like there's been something in your past that you may have had to really transmute and transform in order to reach this energy. I don't feel like it's been an easy journey. I also think that there's something about your vitality with that Emperor where people may think that you're, or see that you're very physically strong, have a lot of stamina. Your energy may come off like a go-getter, where you're very motivated, inspiring, like take action, you know, you don't hold yourself back. You lack fear is what I'm getting. There's a sense of like being able to overcome. This group, some of you must have fire in your chart because we have double Aries here with the Emperor and the Fool and then the King of Wands. And I'm getting like you have initiative, or like you can get anything started. There is an energy here of like growing things, like planting certain seeds energetically and being able to grow them into full form or full manifestation. Your energy could be quite and felt as like quite nourishing, but not in like necessarily a super gentle way. Well, in a gentle way, but I feel like you provide like the fire to get things started. Again, I feel like a lot of fire and earth. It's like you can bring your passions to life, or you can plant, or you can spark something in others that gets them moving in life or moves them out of this energy. If someone was stuck, I feel like they would want you around, because it's like life blooms around you, or there's something around your energy that I just heard it liberates others, or it liberates them by activating something inside of them that helps them start moving, gives them hope again. And I just heard resilience, perseverance. Yeah, you have a really powerful energy. But what's funny is with this energy, I don't feel like there's not this energy necessarily of intimidation. For some people, it could be, especially if someone was trying to compete with you, they may be a little bit intimidated because your energy is so potent and powerful. I just feel like it'd be hard to get one up on you. But, you know, people that have good intentions or are wanting, you know, guidance or support, I feel like they would really be drawn to this energy. Also, you've got a knack of knowing where to invest your energy, where to put your focus, what feels aligned to you. I just heard, when I saw this turtle, and I heard, I'm just getting that energy of slow and steady. So I also feel, again, with this perseverance, like you're someone that you don't mind waiting, or you will kind of invest in things that take time to build, but they end up being really abundant and fulfilling long term. So you have creation, visions, messages, dissolve the veil, bliss, dreams. I keep getting this energy of you of like following your dreams, follow your bliss, go-getter. I just feel like you don't. And the number one trait is grit, right? Is the ability to persevere against all knocks, all obstacles. And I feel like you have that capacity. You're not easily like disillusioned, or it's not easy to kind of shake your energy. You may see 555 a lot as well, because I'm seeing that number in your cards. And this was what I was saying. It's like your bounce back game is very strong, but it's like you can always, it's like you think on your feet. Like I'm seeing like a, you know, like a big cat, like a leopard or a cheetah. And it's like they're very nimble, agile. Like you can have a knock, but you can then pivot and have a new direction, or somehow it's like you turn like this into the 10 of Pentacles. So you can look on the surface like, oh, you know, it's destitute, but then you end up, it's like you take something that normally wouldn't work and you transform it into your greatest success. Yeah, you definitely know yourself. Also independence and self-reliance, because I feel like you've endured difficult situations. It's really strengthened you. We have meditate, who am I? Veil is lifting, opening. So you have dissolve the veil, veil is lifting. So people also see you as somewhat psychic. I keep getting intensity in the eyes. And sometimes when people are psychic or intuitive, people feel like they can look or see through them. I also feel like you have the capacity to see through the mask, like the veil of others, what they try to present. It's like you're really great at reading character and energy in others. People may find you impossible to manipulate as well. Yeah, what did I say? You're like a catalyst, or you activate others. The Empress tree. From nothing, the Fool, comes everything. clarity, freedom, unbinding. Again, you may help people find the truth, or you may be a truth teller yourself. You have great capacities to generate success and abundance, but getting people unstuck, because I was feeling, that's what I'm getting, like some of you could be a great like motivational speaker or personal trainer, or there's something about getting people moving, whether literally, or I feel more so for this group energetically. You come off really strong. You have a good amount in this group of masculine. You can blend the masculine and feminine energy very well, but you really know how and when to step into that masculine energy. You have expansion, galactivations, initiation, ancient Egypt, sitting above the Two of Pentacles. So for this group, you may have, this is what I was saying earlier about like you've really lived, but I think some of it is actually referring to, for example, like past lives, like you've literally had a lot of past lives, or I don't know, there's just this sense here of there's such a depth to you, or a power to you, or a knowledge, or, you know, an understanding of truth that people may feel like it can't just be from this life. Especially for those of you, it's like you have wisdom and grace well beyond your years. And you could have been like, for example, a child that was very just knowledgeable, observant. You just had that energy about you. Yes, synergy. The frequency of synergy supports our allowance and acceptance of not so obvious, never seen before combinations and unions that result in new ways of functioning, working, thinking, relating, loving, and being. It reminds us to embrace the unfamiliar so that new yet exciting co-creations can give birth to a new reality. Exactly. It's like you can see the potential in things that others would overlook. Like if things looked hopeless to others, to you, you could see a way out. And when I was saying you were nimble, it's like you can always pivot, right? You can see a new perspective, a way out. You're mentally very flexible and agile, and that's what makes you this visionary. You also have consciousness. The frequency of consciousness supports our ability to focus our attention on all the multidimensional aspects that show up so that we can include them in our reality. You can have and face like a lot of pressure, and it's like, again, it doesn't break you. You could have to juggle. And this is why you make great leaders or teachers or parents or guides. It's like you can have a lot of noise around you, a lot of situations, and still know how to kind of create the best outcome, I feel. You're very expansive as well. Like when people are in your energy, they may feel as though, I don't know, like larger than life, or anything's possible. You just have contentment. You can learn to rest in what you already have and already are. Suddenly you remember, I'm right here resting in God. I feel with this card though, you may have had to, I do get more go-getter energy from this group, and you may have had to really learn or master the art of flow or surrender, knowing when to take action, knowing when to rest. You're also always growing. Like people may feel your energy changes a lot, or has changed a lot since the first time they saw you or met you or knew you. Like you're very yeah, I'm just getting your energy is very evolved. You also have ambition. Yeah, definitely ambitious energy. May I offer all my deepest longings to love itself and invite a divine plan beyond the mind's imagining. Please use me for the highest good. I do think you're someone that looks for the highest good of others as well. That you're able to see the bigger picture of what serves. And yeah, look, truth. You're definitely a truth teller. People may come to you when they need like truth or clarity, because we have clarity here as well. You have action. But balancing, I feel like you've mastered the art of knowing when to take action and knowing when to rest. Partly through, like you may have in the past, like really had to push or force yourself to kind of grow and progress and move ahead and take action. But you may have met at times with resistance or obstacles when you were too much in that divine masculine energy, or when there was any type of force. So you could have learnt to kind of back off, or know when to kind of go with the flow and surrender to create the best not only the best outcome, but the best timeline. Like, you literally have miracles. So people feel like you can make anything happen. And with the rainbow, this is what I was saying, like eternal optimist, the light at the end of the tunnel. No matter how many hardships you go through or difficulties, it's like your spirit can't be broken. It's like you always see a way out. You always have hope and faith. You always believe in yourself and also others. Again, you definitely could guide. You have rainbows twice, and I'm hearing that rainbow at the end of the tunnel. They feel like you may have come from difficult or hard beginnings or had a lot of struggles, but what you create is magical. It's like, I'm hearing like going from hell to heaven in terms of your consciousness or how you feel moving through the world. And it's like, but again, it's like you may as well, people see your energy as very sunny. It's like you bring light, you bring miracles, hope, inspiration wherever you go. You also have a gift for alchemy and transformation and transmutation, and it helps people in your presence to be in that energy. But you have very strong leadership abilities, leadership, entrepreneurial abilities. You can start, when I think of the energy of Aries, I think of initiation. And especially self-initiation, self-motivation. You have that energy very powerfully. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hi, group 2. For this group, the first word I heard was surrender and divine rest. Now, some of these perceptions of your energy could be coming from people who, you know, are close to you or who know you, right? But there's this energy of you've had to let go of a lot, or you've had to, for example, close out and let go of the past completely to start a brand new cycle. Like, I'm getting like starting over, because we have 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords, and we also have 37, 10. So you have 10, 10, 10 already. So I am getting this sense of, I'm hearing like let it be, almost like a very, I don't know, your energy may come off very peaceful, very graceful, like a flow state, essentially. But I don't feel like you started off in this energy, right? Like, I feel like people may see you that way now, and that may be what you embody now. But say people who experienced your energy, I don't know, like years ago, it could be years ago, a decade ago, however long it is for you. It's like you may not have been in this energy. You may have been in the 10 of Wands and 10 of Swords, because I'm getting this energy of just like walking. I'm hearing like that Craig David song, I'm walking away from the troubles in my life. I'm walking away to find a better day. So some of you could have picked up and moved or started over. There's something around, or you may move a lot, like with the Hermit. You may kind of be like more of a nomad, or like energetically you're like a nomad. Like, you're not really, you have few possessions, or you may be drawn to minimalism, or there's something. And again, this doesn't have to relate to the physical world. This can be how your energy is felt. Like, your energy is very light, right? Like, I just keep hearing you've let go of so much. And I'm not sure. For some of you, it could be like letting go of people, a location, definitely past experiences, past burdens as well, mentally. Because with the King of Swords, it's like I'm hearing Zen now. It's like you've reached a level of inner peace that is uncommon, right? Now I'm hearing, and it's funny, we have the dragonfly. I'm not sure what the dragonfly represents spiritually, but you may want to search that. That could be like a spirit animal for you. But I'm getting that song now by Kelly Clarkson. Break away. I'll spread my wings and I'll learn how to fly. I'll do what it takes till I touch the sky. Some of you may have walked away or moved away from something that, like, it should have, I'm hearing like you shouldn't have, in the sense of not many people could bounce back from it. But you have. That's what I'm getting. It's like going through the 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords, but then coming out like this magician. Like, your energy field has been cleansed. It's cleared. It's like not many people could have come back from that. There's something about your energy. I just keep hearing surrender for you. People may feel like this beautiful peace of mind around you. Like, for some of you, you could have worked, I said Zen, but like mindfulness, meditation, yoga. You could have worked or be working with some sort of modality that just puts you in this beautiful flow state, this state of peace. Because I feel like people, their mind may quieten around you. Your energy is powerful but gentle. Your connection with source is really strong. Like I'm almost getting an energy of you, and they keep saying an energy of you now that's close to like unity consciousness, where there's also no flow or resistance to life. It's like complete trust and surrender. You may have like a really beautiful relationship with how, in terms of how you move through this life. Like you may be able to kind of trust the divine, surrender to spirit when it comes to your financial flow or what action you need to take. There's no force or resistance I'm getting. But again, this could have been different to how you move through your life at an earlier time. I feel for this group, you've done a lot of work spiritually, emotionally. I just keep hearing you've let go of a lot. You've surrendered. Some of you could have gone through a huge spiritual awakening, which is what precipitated or triggered some of these changes. But I just keep hearing there's some people that are perceiving your energy that knew you when you were in this vibration. Even a bit of the King of Swords, like you could have had and struggled with the mind, like a very busy mind, or the past could have kept repeating itself. Yeah, that's what it is. It's almost like you've dissolved the past. You know, when you meet people and in their eyes you can see they're still consumed with like whatever's going on, what happened in the past, what someone said to them, they're not present, right? And you see like there's an energy of you being completely present and completely grounded, where it's just like pure. It's like they show me like the water, like the ocean, just being carried, like that flow, silence, peacefulness. I don't know, like people may feel like just very liberated in your energy. Some of you could, when I say liberated, some of you could literally either be with the hermit. I am getting a slight energy of like a traveler, a nomad, or someone that kind of isn't too tied to the physical world, right? A minimalist. There is an energy here of kind of moving with life, not trying to control life. So there's something about perhaps your lifestyle or your energy that could be seen as like slightly unconventional, or not necessarily, how you move through the world is unconventional. That's what I want to say. It's like, again, it's like someone that's attained a level of awakening and enlightenment. And it's like, if you were to be in, say, like a corporate environment or a busy shopping center or mall, it's like your energy is so centered and grounded and zen. It could be quite different to those around you. That's what I'm getting. But your first oracle, we have striving, and it's sitting above the King of Swords. This could have been as well like your old energy with this combination. Eventually, the individual ego's drive to make things happen falls away, replaced with a relaxed, trusting openness to answers as they arise. Thank you, Divine, for letting me move with the flow. I didn't read that I didn't read that sentence before saying it earlier. Yeah, it's like you just flow and move with life. Like there's a serenity, a peace. Again, surrender, divine surrender is what I'm getting. But you could have been with the King of Swords in the past. You could have had like either a busy mind or certain ambitions. I don't know, like some of you could have walked away as well, I'm hearing, with this hermit, from a career path, a corporate life, or some of you definitely a location, or I don't know, there's a marked like one chapter versus who you are now. And look, you have travel. Let every aspect of this trip unfold in harmony. May divine harmony is a word for your energy as well. May divine order arrange and handle every detail. I'll be guided easily and follow the leads as they are shown. Exactly. It's like you allow, I'm almost getting like the Alchemist vibe from the book from Paulo Coelho, where it's like he has all the omens and he's led step by step. You're so anchored in the present moment. You're so zen. Like there's a level of peace and enlightenment that you've attained. Some of you have experienced a huge ego death And it could have involved like your life falling away or aspects of your life collapsing and you going and starting anew and starting fresh. You definitely have people that either knew you that are still in your life, or they could be watching you from afar, because they keep referencing people that knew you in this phase watching you now. And you have cosmic heart source, and you have 1-1. It's like with you, every day is a blank slate, like a new page, because you've almost dissolved the past, or you're so anchored in the present moment. It's like the past, you see each moment with fresh eyes, like beginner's mind, right? Where you're not carrying the past or past situations. It's like you just let it all go. I feel like people may want that energy for themselves, right? Like you're like a spiritual teacher, but even if you're not officially a spiritual teacher, it's like how you move through the world brings such peace and tranquility. Source of all, true home, just be, heart connection. Yeah, just be, like being surrendered. I keep hearing divine grace for you. And it's like people may witness you, especially those who are perceiving your energy, who actually know you, or they've seen your life story. Like things may just work out for you and they're like, they didn't do anything. Like how are they attracting this? Or, you're not manifesting, you're not setting intentions, you're just flowing with life and just things come together. Yeah, initiation. For this group, I do feel you've done some really deep healing or spiritual work. Definitely Eastern traditions, mindfulness, Zen, maybe yoga as well. So we have deep trust, deep healing, reconnection with all. You have source of all, reconnection with all. You're so in sync with source. And I feel like that's part of what helps this process, or has helped you with this process. I feel like you turned away from something, or you had one mode of being, one career, one lifestyle, one location. And it's like you may have gone traveling and this created or precipitated some of these shifts. Or I'm seeing someone at like one of those it's giving me even like Eat, Pray, Love vibes. I'm seeing someone at like those silent meditation retreats. Is it Vispana? I don't know how to say it, but I was getting that as well. You have here pixie helpers and green adventuring. Not all wanderers are lost. Clearing the way, luck, opportunity. It's like, yeah, like I feel like you lost a lot, but you lost it willingly. Like I'm seeing someone just walking away with a hermit and not taking much with them. But there's a sense, and you see with a frog, I'm getting like emotional clearing, cleansing, even with this whale analogy. But it's like all these it's like luck and opportunity follows you wherever you go. Why? Because your ego is not impeding the flow of the divine. The divine can flow through you and to you. You have rituals and ceremony, new spirit guides, tree wisdom. Nature could be quite cathartic for you. But with new spirit guides, it's like, I almost feel like you're a spirit guide. Like your energy has that effect, right? It's like, I don't know, like you surrendered, but through this growth, it's like you show up as that guide. And this is what I was saying, you're almost like a silent teacher. Do you know those sages in India where they are spiritual teachers in a way, or they are, they have disciples or followers, but they give silent transmissions where they just through coming into contact with their energy field, people can have awakenings and their mind becomes silent. It's that type of energy where it's like, you don't have to say or do much. And I feel like as you ascend, like you move from a focus on, say, doing and action to mastering and perfecting a state of being. And that's what I feel here. Third eye chakra, the frequency of the third eye chakra, the indigo flare of life, supports our intuition, our inner knowing, our imagination, and our psychic powers. So this lets me know you have a lot of gifts as well, but I don't feel like you're loud about them. It's almost like you may not even express it. Like they're very understated, right? And again, why? Because for this group, it's almost like you don't have a lot of ego left. Some of you may have literally gone through an ego death. Miracle. The frequency of miracle supports our belief in ourselves as a part of source, and therefore our belief that anything is possible. Yeah, unity, consciousness, self-realization. That's what I'm getting for this group, like really powerful energy. And we have 6, and then 33 adds to 6 as well. So I'm getting that energy of beauty, harmony, divine grace. And you have here freedom. And look at these birds flying free. You freed yourself from a way of being, a lifestyle, a job, a location, things that weren't serving you. And with fulfillment, I feel like you went within. Instead of seeking fulfillment in the world or in career or the ways you were perhaps attracting it, it's like you did the inner work, and it's like you awakened to source, the divine God within, and that's how you became very fulfilled. And it's like by doing that, though, it created this ripple effect of abundance and divine grace and divine flow. And look, you have inner peace. Exactly. I feel like this group, you're like masters, right? Like you've attained a level of consciousness, or you've mastered you've definitely mastered being in the present moment and dissolving the past. And it's like enabling your energy to be really powerful and potent and healing for everyone that comes into contact with you. You also have abundance. It's like just all this, I'm getting abundance, good luck, grace flows to you because of your energetic state. But if people were to witness this, they may not understand like how you do it or what's happening. Like to them, it could be like baffling or confusing how this energy how you just flow. It's like you may just end up, it's like the divine, they're showing me like join the dots, and it's like the divine just takes you just flow from one moment to the next, and it's like the divine source God is carrying you. It's really beautiful, surrendered energy. Yeah, very much a mastered divine, mastering the divine flow. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hi group 3. So right off the bat, I'm hearing for this group, you have a beautiful and powerful heart space. I feel for this group, you are really powerful healers, and you can really inspire people with your words, with the things you say or share. Yeah, very beautiful, like healing, nurturing energy. But I am getting the vibration of a wounded healer, or someone that has had to really heal or transform their inner state. And then it's like your spiritual or healing abilities start to flourish. And we see here like the peacock feather. There could be a sense of, well, number one, the peacock, you may want to search the spiritual meanings of the peacock. It could be like a spirit animal, but it's like, I'm getting like overcoming certain wounds or situations to be able to shine. I just heard in the world. That may not resonate with everyone, but I do feel some of you have, in this group, have a big destiny. So when people meet you or interact with your energy, they can see that there's great things. You have a lot of potential or success. I get the sense that, but it's like you have to grow into it, right? And I do feel you have almost like, when I look at this chalk, I'm getting the energy of like purification, but it's like you had to purify your heart space, your energy field first. But I do get angelic energy from you. People may perceive you in a very angelic way. You could have a lot of water in your chart, because I am feeling the energy of water. But we do have here, we have Scorpio, but we have Sagittarius as well with Temperance. Very powerful healers. Right off the bat, people can, very empathic as well. It's like you may attract people who are wounded, or they're in like this space with 4 of Swords, like they're needing comfort or support. I don't know. It's like you may have people just come up to you and tell you their whole life story, or what's happened to them, or what's going on. Like, yeah, I'm almost getting as well, like irrespective of gender, I'm hearing like divine mother energy. Very sacred energy, nurturing, helping, especially helping people heal their hearts is what I feel, or helping people heal emotionally and spiritually. This group, you could have a connection to like shamanism, energy healing. I'm hearing light language. There's certain light codes in your aura or in your energy field that are transmitted to people. But some of how they perceive your energy, like it's not conscious. They may even at times be baffled or confused by what they're feeling around you, because you have such a high frequency and an angelic energy, but not all people have been around this frequency or had access to this frequency. In your journey as well, there may be a period where things move slow with this Knight of Coins, especially financially. And then you reach a frequency, or it's almost like a time, like, you know how sometimes there's divine timing in the sense of when it's time to move to the next level, or when it's time to really, I keep hearing like showcase your gifts. I feel like some of you are really meant to be seen on a wider stage, but it's like you have to go through your own transformation personally, and you may do that in solitude, and then there's something you're bringing out, like it could be healing or wisdom that you've gained from your own process, or from going within and soul searching and doing this inner work. The first oracle you have is solitude. Once you embrace the inner divine and your own sacred solitude, the right people arrive at the right time, exactly on schedule, without forcing or chasing. I feel like in this life as well, you may have had to master Empress mode, like how to magnetize, how to flow, right? But your life, including connections, like finances, career, is very much held in divine timing. And that's true to everyone to a degree, but your life is very fated. Like people may meet you and just like be able to see like you have a big destiny, or like it's almost like things are preordained. Not that everyone has free will, yes, and you can still choose to walk away if you want, or choose a different path. But there is a sense of destiny. Some people, when they meet you as well, they really believe you're soulmates, or you were sent into their life as an angel, like an earth angel, to help guide them, or to help heal them, or to help show them the way. So they may feel like very blessed to have either known you or to meet you. Yeah, I just keep hearing you're a blessing to this earth. You're definitely of a much higher frequency than the earth plane. And I feel with death and temperance here, you may have had to go through a lot of transformation yourself. Again, especially around that heart space, healing from childhood wounds, healing from like karmic connections. There was something around, but it's like it showed you the way, or it gave you valuable information in terms of how to heal. And then you could go and almost share that energy with others and support others on their healing path or on their healing journey, because you lived through certain experiences yourself. You have gratitude. Find just one thing that you are grateful for right now and let that gratitude pour through your body. It's a healing balm, like the warmth of the sun. You and your energy is like a healing balm. It's like people who have felt left out in the cold, downtrodden, forgotten, who have a lack of emotional nourishment and emotional food. That's what I'm getting, like sustenance. You provide that. Yeah, and it's like you create, when people are around you, it's like they feel warmth around that heart chakra, that center. But I also feel like there's a lot of people who are grateful for you, who may not have expressed this, who may not have shared, the effect you had. It's like you may be sent into people's lives, maybe even just in passing or in the short term, that they keep bringing up feeling like things are destined. It was destined to meet you, or you came at just the right time. And look, you literally have angelic ones. This is you. And look at the heart center radiating. You have a lot of white light around you, or it's like you embody more of this source energy. Divine healing is upon you, divine grace and divine guidance. You also know exactly what to say at the right time. Your words, whether written or spoken, are very comforting, and you may be here to channel, like you may resonate with being a channel, or there's definitely healing gifts I feel like you can share, or at least turn into, say, a business or a project. You also have here crown. Right to know, go beyond attachments, divine alignment. Yeah, like you're so in sync. Again, I'm hearing a vessel for the divine. You are so in sync with spirit, the divine, and these energies flow through you so effortlessly. You embody also, and again, irrespective of gender, you embody like that really healed, healthy, divine feminine energy, empress energy. You may be really healing for masculines or masculine energy that's been wounded. People feel like they can be vulnerable around you as well, including people that ordinarily may not kind of let down their guard or may have difficulty kind of expressing certain things like around you. I'm also getting like high priestess vibes. You may be really connected to the moon, Pisces energy, like very, just very in sync. And it's like everything you do is for divine reason. But even if you or the other person doesn't know why, it's like there's this, the divine, you are heavily protected by the divine and by spirit and heavily led and guided. You may have volunteered to incarnate in this life as well. We have crystal grid focus, create with intent. Yeah, powerful manifester, but you do it in a way that's really effortless. It's like I just heard with focus, where attention goes, energy flows. So you could have really mastered like where protecting your energy in the sense of knowing like where your focus is, what you want to give energy to or increase in your life, and what you want to let go of. And you have creativity, self-expression, life is your canvas. Yeah. So again, you're very creative, very in flow. I do feel this group, you're some sort of channel, or there's something you may be here to express, right? Like a message, or like through a business or a healing practice or something you're sharing. It really helps others. You also have allowance. You hold space for others as well to be all that they are with Four of Swords. And that's why they can be vulnerable and they can rest around you, because they feel like they don't have to wear a mask. Yeah, you are non-judgmental. The frequency of allowance invites us to be open to whatever comes our way without judgment, without opinion, without fear, and without resistance. When we allow, the universe becomes our partner in the wondrous dance of existence and expansion. Yeah, it's like you may teach people as well how to move into a space of self-acceptance. Number one, because I feel like you've done it within yourself, but also because you accept people unconditionally. Like you can see the higher purpose behind things. You have that connection with the divine. I'm seeing a lot of nines, like 999. So you could have, again, like the first part of your journey, or there could have been a period in your life where you had to really heal, go within, care for self. And then it's like whatever wisdom and whatever downloads and ideas you have around, not ideas, but it's like knowledge, divine knowledge or ancient wisdom. It's like you then share that with others or help others in this process. Yeah, it's you help to heal, again, wounded masculine energy. You could be on the planet as well to help balance the feminine and masculine energies into a healthy, healed place. The frequency of the solar plexus chakra, the yellow flower of life, supports our sense of self, our personal power, and our willpower, as well as our knowing of who we are and what our contribution is to the whole. You also may help people get in touch with their own life purpose, or help them remember that just as you're divinely led and guided, so are they. But with who they are, it's like you may help people remember this divine self, right? The angelic self, divine grace, the soul. Especially those who have bought into a more, like their idea of success and power could be more conventional. You have patience. I do think you're in this lifetime, you're in it for the long haul, because I feel like it takes time to grow into this spiritual potency, or it could have taken time or will take time to bring out your message, to bring out your wisdom. But with protection, you have so much protection and spiritual support. But I think people feel safe and protected around you. Like there's almost this energy that when you're around, like they can weather the storms, or they can understand the purpose, because I'm being drawn to the lightning. They can understand the purpose of why things are happening. When I think of lightning, I also think of divine downloads. So again, this is confirmation that you are a channel, that you serve as a conduit between heaven and earth. the divine and the physical, and people feel that. Your energy is very otherworldly, but it's almost like when I'm trying to describe your energy, it's hard to put into words. It's like I can feel the effect, but it's so light and ethereal and high vibrational that it may be unfamiliar to others, or it's almost like a light touch. Like it's almost like a beautiful hug, right? But it's like being hugged by like a cloud, by like wings. It's just very ethereal, your energy, but very, very light. And it's also because it's so high vibrational. It reminds me, like with energy healing, right? You can have Reiki. My experience is with Reiki, you can really feel it in the body, in the chakras. It's a bit more earthy, whereas like Palawa is very high frequency, right? It's like more, it's kind of up on, like, I can feel it more so on the aura or at a higher frequency than I experience Reiki. It's that type of sensation. Opportunity. You're an earth angel. And I feel like you came here for a very specific mission. There could be people that have wanted you to stay on their path or on their journey, and then it's like you were sent somewhere else. That's what I'm getting. It's almost like everything you do is a divine mission, or it's like you cross paths and you share that energy, but then you're on to the next. And look, potential. People see you and know that you have so much potential, or you're here to do or share big things, to create. You have the potential to create a lot of healing and a lot of change in this world. But again, I am hearing it took time, or it takes time to grow into that power, to grow into that energy. There's a sense of like really allowing yourself to expand. And it's like you may have, at least at one cycle or chapter in your life, had to go through certain lessons or karmic experiences, or you may have even incarnated in a family of origin where there was a lot of healing that needed to be done on that bloodline. And it's like once you purify that, once you come out of these cycles or these energies, it's like things really start to blossom and flourish. And for some of you, I see you having like quite a large audience, right? Like sharing a lot of wisdom and your messages either with the world, or it could be like on, online on certain platforms. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hi, Group 4. So the first message I was getting was around, I know it's spelled this way, but I was hearing taboo, like in the sense of, breaking norms and, even doing or living in a way that's somewhat unconventional. Like really being and showcasing your authentic self, even if others don't really understand. Like the divine rebel is what I'm hearing. Very powerful energy for this group. Yeah, it's like breaking like societal norms, generational, I don't like the term generational curses, but generational patterns, right, that are inherited. I just see you like breaking ground is what I'm hearing. Your energy is a bit like in a good way, like a divine bulldozer, like you bulldoze old structures essentially. So you may be or come off as like very progressive, unconventional, nothing can stop you. I'm getting like really strong powerhouse energy, but you move from love. Like it's like people may look at how you move, especially people who are witnessing your energy, who know you and have seen aspects of your life or have known you for a long period of time. It may look like a little messy, like they may not really understand what you're doing, but it's like when you see the big picture, you understand. And it's like, because you're this group, I really feel like your star seeds, like I'm getting really unconventional energy, like Aquarian energy, like birthing the new age, like tearing down like old structures, thought patterns, belief systems, ways of doing things, like that energy. Yeah, very, very unconventional. And that's exactly what you're here to do, is what I'm hearing. So it's like Spirit's like success. There's just this sense of marching to the beat of your own drum. And for some of you, what you do for work or your career could be like cutting edge, or could be like, for example, if you're presenting like ideas, or you're, doing, say you have a particular practice, like it may not be that normal. That's what I'm saying. It's like bringing really healing. It's bringing healing energy and progress. But to those who are very conditioned, it may seem unfamiliar or even scary. Like the way you move or the way you live could be so liberated because you have a lack of fear and there's so much love within you. In Alana Fairchild's deck, I think it's the Crystal Mandela Oracle, there's a card called Divine Rebel. And I don't have that book here, but it's like that passage. It's like, that's what I'm getting. It's like you're here to kind of march to the beat of your own drum rather than following a linear path. It's like people may see you like kind of dancing in spirals and think, what are they doing? But it's like you're guided by your instincts, by the divine. Yeah, and you're also here to showcase like living from joy and living from within, in the sense of success, and that your version of success comes from within, right? What I find to be success may not be your definition of success. Like tearing down even in terms of appearance, like beauty ideals, or how we should look, how we should live, what the things we should want for ourselves. There's something very unconventional about you. You may have had to let a lot of people go. Like you may have dealt with being misunderstood. So people could misunderstand your energy. Some people might find it, I just heard, a little bit scary, especially people who live in fear. This energy is very, like, again, cutting edge, be ahead of its time, progressive. And it's like some of the ideas you have or the ways you move, like, could actually frighten them. You have tons of courage here. I keep hearing you have no fear. Divine courage is not the absence of fear, but a nudge that says, keep going, do it, don't worry, all will be well. You have to get quiet enough to hear it. Dear Divine, may I feel your courage and your will. Yeah, but that's what I feel. It's like you're so in sync with the prompts of the soul. And I feel for this group, you are old souls, you are star seeds, that it's like you can act on intuition and faith without allowing fear to thwart you or to have you fall into self-doubt. You also have a ton of confidence. So people may see you as very confident. Again, you could be a bit alternative in how you express yourself in terms of clothing, fashion, even how you live your life, career. You have trust. When love is invited to take over, right actions arise at the right time. Allow me, dear Divine, to wait patiently until the timing is right. Let me rest in the unknown until a clear path is shown. And that's the thing. It's like you're following your path with the Eight of Wands, and you do take the right actions at the right time. But your spiritual path is obviously invisible. People can't see that. So if someone's looking from a perspective of logic or the linear realm, it may not make a lot of sense to them. It could seem, I don't know, like confusing or baffling is what I'm getting. But it's like either what you have created or what you will create is beautiful. It's like, and also your happiness. It's like, you know how some people, when they get stuck in certain structures, whether it's a job or an unhappy relationship, it's like the light of their soul starts to dim, right? It's like they're not truly living. Like, yeah, physically they're alive, but their soul has gone to sleep. There's something about when people interact with you, it's like you're fully alive. You're fully living each moment to the fullest. And that's the whole purpose, right, of us being here. You're grounded in the present. They get that energy straight away, but they may not know how to embody it themselves. Again, the reason why is because they have too much fear. They have too much conditioning that's not allowing them to live in that way. You may have had to deal with a lot of projections, or a lot of people may have tried to kind of thwart you, or I just keep hearing misunderstood. You could have been the black sheep. People may project your energy as dark because, not dark, but they may not always see it as positive, or you working for the divine because it's kind of like messy, or in order for things to heal, right? When we break down old structures, first there's the destruction, right? All the darkness has to come to the surface to transmute and heal before we move into those beautiful, light, loving energies. And it's like you may really trigger people. You may be like a catalyst. You may shine a light on their fear, which makes them feel They they feel fearful around you because you are bringing that up, but it's their fear. It was already buried within, but they may project and think it's you that's making them afraid, that the emotional energy is coming from you, but it's not. Yeah, you came from the stars to bring in this energy. You would need a really powerful soul to be able to embody this. Guidance from the stars, galactic self, unified field. You have very strong spirit guides. Well, they're technically star beings, but you have a lot of support. And this is part of why you have less fear, because you can actually, with this third eye chakra, you have a very open third eye. You can receive divine guidance very easily, and you can see the path ahead easily. Yeah, emergence, butterfly. Again, you transform everything, you purify it. You're a transmuter is what I'm hearing. So emergence, celebrate sensuality, joy, right to enjoy, truly living. That's what exactly you show people, how to truly live as their authentic self with their natural self-expression with the sun. You're not afraid to shine bright. Again, I do think your light triggers a lot of people, or may trigger some people. They may almost feel like not unworthy, but they could feel poorly about themselves around you because they don't have the same level of courage to live this way. And it's like they may feel like, I wish I had the courage to live as you do, or to move in that way, or to take off the mask. Also, you can see through people, like these eyes are really piercing. You can see through people and they know that. And there's a sense of, you can tell when something's authentic or not. And that Ace of Swords, I just heard cutting through BS, like being able to cut away falsity, illusion. You have a very strong connection with divine truth, and that also helps you navigate your path. You have show yourself, vulnerability, self-worth, feminine healing. Okay, so with this card, again, it's like you're very raw, like you're very, you are how you are. Like even if you were struggling or going through a hardship or doing shadow work, dealing with inner darkness, you don't hide that. But I feel like sometimes people may use or have used that against you. But with show yourself, you're very comfortable being authentic, and you are here to showcase authentic living. Living in a way that feels right for you, not conforming to other people's expectations, family expectations, societal pressures, not dimming your light to make other people comfortable. Like that is very much a part of your purpose. And you have secret garden, sacred space. Cultivate your space, inner beauty, self-care. Again, it's tying into beauty ideals, right? Like you may be showcasing, you may be quite like, there's something unique either about your features, about how you dress, how you show up, how you express yourself, and you're showing like more creativity or color in your self-expression. But with cultivate your space and self-care, I'm getting this energy of living from the inside out, not caring about societal norms or how others are perceiving you, living in a way that is true and authentic for you, irrespective of the concepts or ideas of others. You also have 29, master number 11, healing. The frequency of healing supports our intrinsic ability to restore our health and wholeness by consciously using the information that comes to us through our senses and harmonizing everything accordingly. Any upheaval that you cause, or again, you are a transmuter and you're also a catalyst for people. It's like it's designed to, again, clear the way and help them move forward. It's like if someone is living in a way that doesn't liberate them, that doesn't bring joy, that's not in alignment with their soul, right? That tower falls. But that tower is a blessing because it sheds or helps to heal and release energies that don't serve them. And with that butterfly, it's like you can transform anything within yourself. You also know you're really gifted with shadow work. This group has really strong shamanic energy. You're really good at shadow work and looking into the darkness and transmuting it back to light, or at the very least, making it conscious. You're very comfortable, and you may be comfortable. I feel like, again, you have a marked lack of fear, and that may make you more comfortable dealing with darkness. Yeah, and that can be in others. We have compassion. The frequency of compassion supports our ability to stand by others without judgment and be the divine mediator between heaven and earth, spirit and matter, so that unconditional love can flow from source through our heart and into the world. That's the thing. You're really, really loving, but sometimes people, and you are really healing, but because your energy triggers and like, it almost irritates them a little bit, especially their shadows and their fears. You may not always be perceived this way. And you may have, again, dealt with being a black sheep or being ostracized, misunderstood, mislabeled as well. People project onto you the things they don't want to look at within themselves. Okay, you have security, but look at the divine flame. It's like people who have fallen asleep spiritually, right? It's like you can spark them again. Not literally, metaphorically. You can spark that flame, that divine flame again, and you are showcasing how to live in accordance with the divine. With that divine flame, with that divine essence. You have courage. You have courage twice. Yeah, it's like you're not afraid to leave the shore. I'm thinking of like the Disney film Moana. You know, when she's like, she knows that the, what's the saying? The song, it's like, the seas call me and no one knows how far I'll go. And she wasn't too afraid to leave that. And that's what I'm getting. It's like, I don't know, you may be called in your life to make choices or live in a way that others would describe as either risky, unconventional, unusual. But it's like it works out beautifully for you. And it's like you may even make people contemplate, maybe I should leave the shore. Maybe there's more for me, right? Maybe there's more than this job or this relationship, or maybe I can have more. Look, this describes you, healing chaos, and look at the butterflies emerging. Your energy at times may feel, again, scary, dark, chaotic for people who are asleep, who are in fear. But it's the opposite. You're filled with divine love, and that's what's enabling you to transmute these energies, to shift people. But it's like some people as well, like after they meet you, their life could go topsy-turvy for a period, the ones you activate, right? And what's happening is old ways of being, thought systems, vibrations are actually falling away to liberate them. But because it's like meeting you, or after meeting you, there's this mess, they're like, oh, like I've got to get away from, you know, your energy. They may project it onto you, but it's actually you're helping to awaken them. The butterflies are like your spirit animal, or that's you, like the alchemist, the transformer, transmutator. Look, literally you create this with your energy, so it leads to this. And with sunflower, you help people get back in touch with their joy and be willing to shine bright, to live in the light. But in order, when you have a light this big and a soul this expansive, like any darkness is going to struggle to exist in this energy. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates, and I hope you have a beautiful day.